In this video, I'll be talking about my experience trying out freelancing on Upwork and about how I made $4,000 in my first month from almost zero experience. The job that I've been doing here is writing, 100% just writing. Sometimes I wrote articles for websites, sometimes scripts for YouTube videos, sometimes short ebooks, depending on what my clients want me to do. I'm only doing writing because I don't really know how to do other things like coding, programming and stuff, and I'm a bit too lazy to take video editing jobs. I'm going to put a disclaimer here. I lied a little bit about making $4,000 a month. It's actually only $3,995 and I made it in a month and a half, but it's still close enough and quite impressive, okay? So just give me some credit. And they give you this certificate of earnings, a report of how much you made. I don't know what to do with this thing, but here in total I made nearly $4,000 in a month and a half of freelance writing on Upwork. So here are some secret hacks, some tips and tricks that I used that worked perfectly for me. Hack number 1, always include a work sample when applying for a job. And not just any work sample, but a relevant one. This is the biggest hack that works over 90% of the time in getting the clients to reach back to you. What's even better is to make a custom sample work specifically for that client's job post that you want. And you could pretend that it was just your previous work that happened to be quite similar to what this new client wants. This beats most of your other competitors all the time, and only then will the client reach out to you, so you accept the job. Sure, it takes a little bit of extra work, but lazy proposals without any relevant sample would mostly be ignored, and you won't get the job. Okay, the second hack. Do not sound desperate in your proposals. Don't write something like, "Please hire me, I'm better than everyone else, I'll accept any amount you'll pay me. I'm available all the time 24/7. This will just scare away the clients and brand yourself as a cheap hire. Clients are not necessarily looking for the cheapest option. What they want is results to be delivered, and sometimes they are okay with paying a price as long as it's reasonable and the work is good. So just say something like, "If you're interested, message me back and maybe we can work something out." They'll feel more comfortable replying back to you. Tip number 3, always deliver good results. This will bring repeat clients and you won't have to keep reaching out to job posts over and over. My biggest paying client on Upwork here is actually a repeat client who reached out to me repeatedly over the past few weeks, paying over $100 each time for small work, which in the end totaled to over $1,000 in the end. So how does this compare to other freelancing platforms like Fiverr? Well, I'm going to be honest, for me, and this is my opinion only, Fiverr kinda sucks. And I'm saying that because I'm salty for having only earned $10, just $10 after a month on Fiverr. The reason for that is because the hacks that I mentioned here cannot be applied to Fiverr, a platform that requires an entirely different strategy altogether. Maybe I'll talk about this more in my upcoming video, but to me, honestly, Fiverr is a bit too cheap, and even if you could make it, I think it requires too much active work, so it's not really worth it. But that's just my opinion as a noob who's still new to freelancing. So will I continue doing this, freelancing on Upwork? Probably not in the long run. I've been working on this non-stop for 2 months while running my other YouTube channels, and I'm already burnt out from writing all the time. Freelancing, in my opinion, requires too much active work, and I'm more of a passive income guy. So now I've decided to focus my energy on things that will bring me money continuously, passively in the future, like my YouTube channels. But the experience was amazing, definitely worth trying out.